Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I need to address something that's been bothering me about this whole Forest Lodge situation, and it's not what you might expect. While everyone's getting worked up about William and Catherine's move to this 8-bedroom Georgian mansion, I'm sitting here thinking about the complete tone deafness of the timing and the messaging around this whole thing. Now, I know you guys are excited for more. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So now, here we have a country where people are genuinely struggling to pay rent, where families are choosing between heating and eating, and we're supposed to celebrate the future king and queen moving into a property that costs more per month than most people make in a year. The rent estimate of £10,000 monthly is absolutely staggering when you put it in perspective of what ordinary families are facing right now. But here's what really gets under my skin about this story. The way it's being packaged as some kind of modest, relatable family decision. We're told William doesn't want to live in a huge palace because that's not how he wants to live his life. Yet he's moving into an 8-bedroom mansion with extensive grounds that requires local authority approval for renovations because it's a listed building. The cognitive dissonance is breathtaking. The quote from the neighbor about hoping they can live there quietly as a family would be touching if it weren't so disconnected from reality. This isn't about a young family wanting privacy for their children. This is about two of the most privileged people in the country upgrading to even more privilege, while the messaging pretends it's somehow humble and down to earth. What bothers me most is how this move gets framed as evidence of William and Catherine's modern approach to monarchy, their desire to be treated as normal people. Normal people don't lease 8-bedroom Georgian mansions from the Crown Estate. Normal people don't have the Duchy of Cornwall funding their lifestyle choices. And normal people certainly don't get their housing decisions covered as heartwarming news stories about family values. The timing couldn't be worse from a public relations standpoint. Catherine's recent health challenges were handled with genuine dignity and earned her enormous public sympathy. But following that up with news about moving to an even more luxurious property feels like squandering that goodwill. People were genuinely moved by her vulnerability and strength. And now we're back to stories about real estate upgrades and renovation costs. The comparison to other royal family members living in similar arrangements doesn't make this better. It makes it worse. Learning that Prince Andrew leases Royal Lodge while having his ex-wife live there too, or that Edward and Sophie have extended their lease for another 150 years, just reinforces how completely disconnected these people are from ordinary life experiences. The local residents' comment about William and Catherine being good for the country because they're young blood with a family-oriented approach rings hollow, when that family orientation apparently requires 8 bedrooms and grounds that need planning permission for renovations. This isn't modernizing the monarchy. This is just rebranding the same old privilege with better public relations. The fact that taxpayers aren't directly funding this move is presented like we should be grateful. But when the money comes from the Duchy of Cornwall, a billion-dollar portfolio of land and assets that exists solely because of hereditary privilege, the distinction feels meaningless. It's still public wealth, just filtered through centuries-old institutional structures. Adelaide Cottage being described as too small really captures everything wrong with how these people understand the world. A 4-bedroom house with grounds in Windsor being dismissed as inadequate, temporary housing shows how completely out of touch the royal family has become with the reality of British life in 2024. The real tragedy is that William and Catherine could have used this moment differently, could have shown genuine leadership by choosing to stay put during difficult economic times, by demonstrating that privilege comes with responsibility and restraint. Instead, we get another story about royal upgrades disguised as relatable family planning. Ta-ta, and bye for now.